The thing that I wanted to talk about that I just saw on my television, because I don't want to make an accusation here without having all of my facts. But I just saw that on ESPN, Stephen A. Smith and First Take are promoting that Stephen A. Smith and his company have executive produced on ESPN Plus The History of Sports Media, a 3-part documentary about argument television and the evolution of sports media. And I think I was cut out of it.
Of course.
I'm not totally sure. I sat down with their team for about 90 minutes, and I don't know if I was cut out of it. I don't know. I haven't seen it yet. I remember that the interview wasn't great between me and them, where I wasn't giving them exactly what they wanted. I did not know exactly what they wanted, but I'm an opposing viewpoint on what debate television has done in general, corrosively, to how it is the athlete is covered and how cruel some coverage is. I hate what you two have done to sports television.
You can say that all you want to. I would say, who the hell are you to sit up there and say me and him? What about you? What the hell were you, living under a rock, teaching at Miami U? You were a part of it too. You ain't innocent.
I'm talking about all the imitators that you have birthed. All of the imitators that are all over the place, thinking without the journalism credentials that the point of all this is to turn it into an argument on television.
Well, I would take umbrage at what you're saying in this regard, Dan. Those people who don't have a journalism background, who don't exercise journalistic ethics and beyond, how are we responsible for that when our background is based on that? Skip Bayless was a journalist for decades. I was a journalist for decades. We come on television, and those ethics are applicable. The fact of the matter is that when I take a position, it's the same kind of position I would take writing a column. The difference is, instead of writing 800 words and being limited to that space, I get to talk for a few minutes on each subject. When did it happen that I ignored the fact that I was a journalist for the Winston-Salem Journal, the Greensboro News and Record, the New York Daily News, and then the Philadelphia Inquirer, before I went to CNNSI and then Fox Sports and then ESPN? When did it occur in my career that I ignored the journalistic tenets that came with the job?
Oh, it's not ignoring them. It's that they shrink in the face of the need for the argument as entertainment. But I legitimately don't know if I ended up on the cutting room floor or not, and how should I feel if I was on the cutting room floor? Do you guys have interest in what it is that this is, which is just the history of sports debate television?
Dan, we're worried.
An iota.
We're worried right now about you because we saw a list here of all the names in it, and then at the end there's and others. So you might be others.
Chris, now I have a question for you. Who's a name on that list that you feel like Dan should be insulted?
Jeremy's got it. Let's go through the list.
I've got the full list, and maybe we can find it.
Okay.
So wait a minute.
No. We're going to figure out. This is what we're going to do. He's going to read the names. Some of these names, hey, you know what? Bigger than Dan Le Batard. I'll accept it. But some of them are not.
But I'm more interested, like, that part is interesting if I could get the insult of just being others, but I want to be able to kick and scream about the fact that my viewpoint was simply cut out of a documentary that I spent 90 minutes interviewing on, but I haven't seen it and don't know if I can make the accusation.
I'll be honest with you, Dan. If I were ESPN and I hated you as much as they hate you, I would make you sit down for 90 minutes and then cut you out.
It is perfect torture, right?
Yeah.
Sit down for 90 minutes, explain this to us.
As soon as you walk out, delete that shit, cuz.
They never hit record.
They weren't even rolling. The names.
That's why the lens was still on the camera, Dan.
The names on the list: Troy Aikman,
Okay, bigger than that.
Mina Kimes, Molly Kieram, Shannon Sharp, Michael Wilbon,
Yes.
Hannah Storm,
Yes.
Chris Mad Dog Russo,
Yes.
Jamel Hill,
Yes.
Bomani Jones,
Yes.
Kerry Champion, and Cameron,
Yes.
among many others.
Okay. So I heard about like 4 in there, and everyone else was, okay. I like how Cameron, I wonder what they asked Cameron. I wonder what Cameron said. Hey, I don't want to see Dan's part that got cut out. I want to see Cameron's part that got cut out. That's the part I want to watch. of that documentary. I guarantee you it's more entertaining than the other 90 minutes and whatever was cut out.
Pink horsepower.
Clap these cheeks.
You underestimate me. What did you just do there?
Wait.
Cameron was on CNN and made a mess of CNN. And when you have Cameron on, you have to expect that he's not going to respect your television product. It's part. He's been doing that since Bill O'Reilly and telling Bill O'Reilly that
You mad?
You mad?
Ah.
He's been doing that for a long time.